Welcome to a brand new episode from Zach Maglin Collectibles. We are running it back with NBA Hoops 2025-26. Are value boxes the better retail format? Let's find out. Good day, everyone. Thank you for joining us here once again at Zach Maglin Collectibles. As you can see, we are running it back with NBA Hoops Retail. This time we have 2025-26 NBA Hoops, the Value Boxed Edition. So as you know, based on our last rip, we had ripped the other retail form of this product, which were the hanger boxes. And we did pull a numbered card out of 199 of a rookie. So we hope to have better hits in the value boxes. As you can see, we have two boxes. We actually purchased this during pre-order from TOPPS directly at $35 a box. So we have two boxes, which means we have $70 in cost. Now, what can we get? Well, we're still looking for the Hoops Hyper signatures that are available in this product, as well as retail exclusive green hoop parallels. And once again, we're looking for case hits by the block, like the block by block and boom shakalaka. So definitely more cards here than we had in the hanger boxes, but let's find out if we get better results. Without further delay, let's get to it. So since this is another Hoops retail product, this video does qualify you for our giveaway. If you didn't check out our last Hoops video, feel free to go ahead and go back to that as well, because that was another opportunity to qualify for our giveaway. Now, what are we giving away specifically through this video? We are giving away your very own chance to get an NBA Hoops hanger box. Pretty easy to qualify for that. Between this video and the last NBA Hoops video, you need to do the following. You need to be number one, subscribe to the channel. If you're not already done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You need to watch this video to the end. You need to like this video, hype or share this video. There's a little hype button that you can go ahead and hit, as well as comment. In the comment section, we usually like to engage our viewers by asking a few questions. So stay tuned for those questions to qualify you for our giveaway. But without further delay, you see the first pack. You see the cover boys. Can we hit any of them? Let's find out. Pack number one. Now, what we did notice compared to the last time, we had ripped NBA Hoops, because NBA Hoops usually is a paper stock product, but we know, at least with Panini, but we noticed this year all the cards have a chrome finish, which is great. So we got our first green. It is Andrew Nembhard, as we started off with the value box. So you could see the design, you could see the rainbow foil, if you want to call it that. And we're hoping for some bangers here. There's Cedric Coward, first team All-Rookie. And Toppin. So this year they announced all the awards, and there were quite a few people that were left off because they were ineligible because of the 65-game minimum rule. 65 games played minimum rule, including one LeBron James. So you could see it looks like the green is going to come off top. So these cards, I did notice, are a little dated. I don't know if they had planned on giving these or having these sent out prior to TOPPS Chrome basketball, because here's Anthony Simons still in a Blazers uniform. So, all right, so we're going to have an orange, and we get a Sengun. There you go, bang. We get a Sengun numbered to 25. He definitely had a great year. Didn't have a great playoffs because the Lakers were able to do a number on him, but good start. A number out of 25 for Sengun. All right, now that was right after the green Simons. So let's continue. There is a base Simons. They like to do that. Both Topps and Panini, which is add the base card to the parallels, sometimes even in the same pack. Brandon Miller. So what do you think of the design of these cards? I think they're definitely way better than in years past, just by the fact that they have been given some shine, all right, with the rainbow foil finish. On to the next one. All right, here we go. Another green. There is a color match right there, Peyton Pritchard, who 2 years ago won Sixth Man of the Year. All right, here we go. So we're getting one of those parallels. There is a nice parallel of Shaden Sharp. I don't know what you call this parallel, but you can definitely tell that it is a nice little highlight parallel of Shaden Sharp. J-Jack. So, yeah, once again, you could see with the All-Star, they've got little basketballs all around the frame, which is pretty cool. They're a good way to set those cards apart. All right, Giannis. Will Giannis be with the Bucks? That's a good off-season question to look for. So Siakam with a nice, I think that might be just the way that they have these cards, just to look really nice with the highlights. And Hawkins. All right, moving right along. So some notable surprises were on the All-NBA team. Obviously, some notable omissions. Like mentioned, LeBron James' streak ended. He played, I think, 60 out of 65 eligible games. Look, here's Marcus Smart with Washington, and he played the whole year with the Lakers. So there's a good rookie. Boyles, I think he made All-Rookie second team, if I'm not mistaken. Denny, who balled out for Portland. There you go. Once again, nice all-star. And there you go. Moving right along. Here we go. All right, here's Dalton Connect, who's buried on the bench. And so not so much on this one. As you know, the Cavs got swept by the New York Knicks to make it to the NBA Finals. First time in, 27 years. So I guess a good first question. Like I said, we like to ask questions to engage you guys. Looks like we're going to get a parallel here. There you go. It's an action, jam-packed Giannis. Decent looking card there. Danny Wolf. There you go. So it looks like, yeah, there's the Shea highlights. Shirtless Shea. And there's a James Harden who had a pitiful closeout game once again. Elimination game, I should say. So I guess let's ask that first question. So as you know, they named all the All-NBA first-team players. Who do you think was the biggest surprise? Either they were maybe in, too high of a tier. Maybe they made first team and they should have made second or third. Or they were omitted. So who do you think should have been there that qualified that was not in there? So that's the first question on the biggest surprise, or what you thought was the biggest, I guess, surprise in terms of making the All-NBA team, or who was left off of the All-NBA team. So here's another one. This one is the buzz of Dylan Harper, who's playing well as a rookie in the playoffs. Unfortunately, they're one game from possible elimination, but I'm hoping for a strong comeback game from one Victor Wembanyama in Game 6. Only time will tell. All right, there you have it. So it looks like the best card was definitely this Sengun, number 3 out of 25 in the first box. So let's move on to the next box. And away we go. We're going to start off with a green. And we're going to get a rookie green, Jace Richardson. And there you go. And there's a Jaylen Brown. Base cards. So I haven't seen, well, once again, I haven't seen any videos of NBA hoops, but I'm hoping to see that we can pull like an auto from the value box. There's McConnell. Here's this one. What this is like a Pulsar of Alex Sarr. That's a nice one. It's not numbered, but a different kind of parallel. Good to see. Sochan, who's no longer with the Spurs. He's with the Knicks. And there you go, Igor Demin. On to the next one. So stay tuned for the final question that'll qualify you for your very own chance at a hanger box. Jalen Green, once again on the Rockets. Didn't even play a minute on the Rockets this past year, but on the Suns. We get another different looking parallel, one for Larry Nance Jr. I don't know what you call that parallel. Embiid. So definitely prefer the design this year compared to the past few years from Panini, I should say. And normally, like in the past, not this past year, but this tends to be in an inferior product. Now you're wondering, how do you get hoops from Panini as well as carrying over to hoops for TOPPS? Well, I found out that basically hoops is part of the whole licensing package. I guess it's like a flagship for the NBA. So whoever has a licensing for NBA hoops also gets the licensing. I mean, for the NBA licensing agreement, be it TOPPS or Panini, you also get the licensing for the NBA hoops product. All right, so Tatum right there. And Trae Young. Trae Young and the Wizards. Will they do better? Because they got the #1 pick in the draft. Will it be AJ DeBonza? Is there room for an Anthony Davis, Alex Sarr, and AJ pairing? Or a trio? Or will they move off of someone? Maybe they move off of AD. Who knows? Okay. And once again, still looking for a banger coming out on these final 2 packs. All right, there is an AD on this one here. It's a color match, net to net. See how some of these cards are a little dinged up at the bottom? Not numbered. All right, Sengun. And connect again. All right, so might as well ask our final question that will qualify you for your very own hanger box. And that being, what do you think is the biggest surprise in this year's playoffs? That's an easy question. Let us know. Is it the play of someone specific? Is it the play of the Knicks, who've won 10 in a row, I believe? Or is it 11 in a row now? So let us know in the comments. We've got a Siakam on the net-to-net. So I guess they tend to sort of match colors. So let us know with that answer. That'll qualify you for our giveaway. So it looks like we're going to go out with a thud in this final box. There you have it. It looks like our best hit is this low-numbered Sengun to 25. Otherwise, let us know how we did in the comment section. Did you pull any hits out of your very own NBA hoops? We'd love to hear so as well in the comments. So, thank you for joining us. Stay tuned because we've got new products that we've just received and are ready to rip.